Hey guys, welcome to today's episode. So I'm here today with Marco, and we've been filming all day long a brand new course for Strive called WordPress for Beginners. So I've got a few questions for him. For those of you who are interested in learning front-end web development, WordPress development, this one's for you. So Marco, tell us a little bit about yourself and your experience.
Well, I am a self-taught WordPress developer with over 10 years experience. I went to university a little bit, but most of it, what I've learned has been, through following courses such as this one. It's fantastic to be able to give a course such as this one.
This is a question that a lot of people might be wondering. Do you have to go to university to learn this, or can you really learn this watching courses online?
I would say some of the best developers I've learned, they have learned on their own. You gotta have a self-teaching attitude when it comes to this. You can go to university and learn a few things that you can actually apply to your WordPress workflow, and it will set a foundation, so to speak, but not really. I mean, the foundation is how hard you actually teach yourself, discipline yourself to actually learn and continue to do work. So I would say not quite. The best ones I know didn't go to university. Yeah, so they are self-taught.
Okay, so someone can learn this, and let's say someone has never done this before, so they don't know anything about building websites, but they want to get into it. How long do you think it would take to learn, to get to a level where you could, say, get a job? Can you give a ballpark?
Yeah, I would say maybe a year and a half or so, but it's constant, dedicated work, right? You're gonna have to do some sites on your own. When I started this, and this was a really good thing, you could start doing sites for your friends, for your parents, for businesses, for nonprofit organizations that require a lot of help and they don't have the resources that other companies do. So those are projects that I feel that you can actually work on to get things going. And I would say, yeah, working on a few projects consistently for a year and a half, yeah, it will get you far.
Okay. Now that could sound like a kind of long time though, a year and a half.
Is it?
I guess in today's day and age where people want to learn things fast, but when you say a year and a half, are you talking about full time or just spending 30 minutes a day?
No. I'm assuming you have a job from Monday to Friday, or you have stuff to do, or you're actually studying. It's something that you can actually do during the weekends and stuff like that. Yeah. So maybe you can, if you do it full time, yeah, you can definitely make it shorter. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, now let's say someone learns this skill. So we've had a really tough last 6 months worldwide for a lot of people out of work right now. We were talking a little bit off camera, and you were just telling me about career prospects right now. During the last 6 months, how have you found it personally and your friends in this industry?
We found it quite excruciating actually, because it's a little tiresome because I haven't had much time off since the pandemic started, because a lot of people want to have an online presence. They want to work on their website. They want to have a commerce a store. They want to sell their products. They want to have the ability of what they had offline to be able to be done online. So the demand for it is quite large. I would say it has increased. Yeah, absolutely.
So that's pretty fascinating. So you've got more work now during this pandemic than before.
That is correct. I have more, and I'm busier, and I'm still the same crazy, but I'll manage. Don't worry, we'll survive.
So let's say someone starts learning this skill at home, and they're putting in 30 minutes a day, learning, practicing as they go. Where are they going to find work? Should they go to a big Fortune 500 company and see if they're advertising, or should they look on sites like Upwork? Where would you recommend they start?
I would say, well, first of all, sites would be good, like Upwork or TopTal or stuff of the nature. But something I suggest in the course is to go to actual meetups. Well, now you can't because of the physical impedance, but you could definitely do that online. Now meetups are going to be online. So it doesn't matter where you're from, there's going to be a WordPress community around you. So you're going to start networking with those people, and those people are going to know people, and they are going to know more people, and they're going to, next thing you know, they're going to be offering you jobs like, say, hey, are you interested in this gig? Do you want to work together? Do you want to do this with me? And stuff like that nature. And that's a great way of growing, I think. Yeah, through meetups.
And so if someone wants to learn this, do they have to learn how to code, like how to do PHP and HTML, or these days is it a lot more just templates and so on?
I would say not necessarily, because WordPress is going the route of being a full-fledged site builder. So site builder takes the coding aspect out of it, and it's gonna, you know, what you see is what you get kind of product. So if you use stuff of site builders, you're gonna have a niche market that you can actually grow on and become a very good, successful WordPress, you know, designer, developer, and do stuff like that. So you don't really need to code. I mean, it will make you a better, all around a sharper knife, but it's not 100% required. No.
There's a lot of these website builders out there. There's Wix, there's ClickFunnels, there's Square or Squarespace, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
So if someone wants to learn these skills, are they going to be able to get a lot more work in WordPress compared to the others, or what's the market share like?
I would say WordPress for sure, because WordPress powers like 37% of all the websites combined. So that is a huge number. And WordPress is now fully aware of what Wix and Squarespace and all of those do. So they're trying to move the platform into that direction in order to compete even more. So I think it's very interesting times for the platform because it's really mature. And despite what people might have said about it, I think it's going into that direction. And I think it's fascinating. Yeah.
Now, we've been filming your course all day long. We're up to, I think, lesson 24 or something like that. So we still have a few lessons to go, but when people join Stripe, they're going to get access to this course. How is this course going to help them? Like, what's it about? And can you talk a little bit more about it?
So this course is going to give you the fundamentals about WordPress, assuming you don't know anything about it. We are not going to touch any code, and it's going to give you like an overview of what the platform does and how important it is to know about what plugins, themes, settings, and content do in order for you to come up with projects on your own and start doing stuff on your own. So I think it's a really good course. I'm happy to give this course, and the reason I'm particularly happy is because even though I am I would say I'm quite experienced. I have 10 years of experience. It's good to give that experience and teach the fundamentals, because that is how people start, and that's, you know what, I wish I started that like that. I had to start a different route, but it took a lot more time, and you know, that's why I'm glad to do courses like this.
Okay, perfect. So guys, I've been behind the camera all day today, and this is a really solid course. Each lesson is about 10 minutes, but it shows you everything you could ever need to know to get started in WordPress. So if you want to get access to this course, join Strive. Marco, thank you very much. I appreciate it a lot. And guys, we'll see you tomorrow.